be honest with you. I don't really have a problem with Sutton like you do, but I was very surprised that he got an annulment after they had been married.
That is some wacky ass shit, I'm telling
Well,
you
I
right
didn't
now.
think you could get an annulment when you have children.
Yeah, like,
Well,
where are you going with that?
17 years they were married. Listen, I've always known this, but now I know it for sure. It's all about the money with the
Oh,
Catholic Church. You
100%.
got enough money,
Absolutely.
you can get
Of
whatever you
course.
want. And
Absolutely.
welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers! Hi, welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Lori.
Gang is back together.
I know, the band's all back together. Everybody's healthy.
Yes.
Yes.
Thanks be to God.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We are doing Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 15, Episode number 1, Hot Girl Summer.
Ugh.
You don't
Sorry.
like Hot Girl Summer?
You know, listen, I like Hot Girl Summer for, like, girls who are in their 20s.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, believe me.
It was a song, right? A couple of years ago. That's where
Yeah,
Hot Girl Summer came from. It was a song.
yes,
Okay.
it was a
Okay.
song. It was a song. And believe me, kudos to those girls. They look fabulous, fabulous for their age.
Yes,
And
they do.
I look nothing like them. But I don't even aspire to look like that. I'm too lazy. But it's just, no.
I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny.
No.
I'm here for it because, quite honestly, out of all of them, are any of them married?
I was thinking
No.
the same thing.
No, none
They're
of them are.
not, right? Not one of them are married. Boz
No.
is engaged.
Engaged. Right.
I'm okay with them having a hot girl summer because, like you said, like they all look amazing. How
do
about
look
that
amazing.
opening with Erika? I'm like, remember like when Playboy had a channel years ago? Like that's what that reminded me of.
It was
her in
listen,
her
she looked
stiletto sneakers,
Yes, she
cleaning her,
looked
washing
great.
her car.
She looked great,
Right.
but there was a certain amount of cringe factor.
100%. Like I said, it was like an old school Playboy channel show.
Yes. I felt like I was like stuck in like the, late 70s, early 80s. And I was like, why am I here? Why are my eyes getting burned with this?
It's so funny when I saw the opening, first with Sutton riding the horse and then Erika, I was like with her Daisy Dukes, right? And her 5-inch stilettos. And then
Yeah.
Dorit walking out with the Hermès bags.
That was very
Sashaying.
clueless.
But
with
there
Dorit walking
was
with the bags.
absolutely, but that was a story back in the summertime when they were filming that because it was all over like TMZ and those. Oh, she's walking out of this store with empty bags. Like I'm like, that's when they were filming the open. Like whatever that scene was, she got a lot of grief for it, for like over shopping.
Got it. Because they're questioning her money situation.
Her finances. Right.
Right.
I had to look it up to see if they changed production companies because I kind of like this new production. I like that they're giving us this stuff. I like that they're showing us all these scenes of Beverly Hills, although I'm going to start counting how many times we see that white dog because I don't know if they keep showing us the same white dog on the street, but I am going to start counting.
Okay.
Well, let me ask you something because it was mentioned on Husbands Watching Housewives, but they were actually talking about Salt Lake City, but it made me think of Beverly Hills. Did we hear taglines?
No, we didn't, but we never hear it
No.
on the first one. We never hear it on the first episode.
Okay, but Husbands Watching Housewives brought up a good point. Like, we're not really seeing taglines that much anymore. It's almost like they're getting away from that.
Phasing it out.
And I was listening to them recap Salt Lake City today, but I was thinking about Beverly Hills. I was like, I never realized we don't normally hear them on the first episode.
No, we don't. I want to say it might not
Okay.
even be until the third
Okay.
episode, because as soon as they come out, I'm usually like, oh, there's the taglines.
Right.
And we didn't even
I mean,
meet
they're
the new housewife
honestly,
yet.
they used to be released prior to the season coming on.
They did. They did.
Like,
They
that's
were
how you
bigger.
would know the new season was coming out. Yeah. I don't
Yes.
think they have as much impact anymore, the taglines.
No, I agree. I totally agree. And Bozoma's was, she was doing a photo shoot on her dining room table with the leaf blower.
Yeah.
And Kyle was walking out of her house, getting into her Porsche. Like, this is all like slow-mo, calling her, her daughter Alexia.
My angel.
And that was, yes, her angel. I liked it. I kind of liked that cheesy bit. Like, that's why I love. It's why I love Beverly Hills, though. Like, that's always been one of my favorites. Like, if I tell people, like, who have never watched a housewife show, I tell them to watch Beverly Hills first because it's just always been, even though I'm a Jersey girl, Beverly Hills has always been one I've loved. I just love
Well,
the
I
whole
mean, the
wealth.
money is like,
I love
yeah,
the
exactly.
landscape. I love
No other
all of that.
franchise can touch that.
I
Touch the
love
wealth
that.
of Beverly
Right.
Hills, yeah.
Right.
And it looked
So
like they were gonna be going to a lot of really cool, like, locations and stuff,
yes,
which is nice to
Yeah.
yes.
see, that's
Yeah.
always enjoyable.
Yes, absolutely. Then we see Bozoma and her daughter Lael, and Keely's there as well. But Dorit shows up, and it seemed like she showed up with the same Hermès bags that she had just purchased, but it was her birthday gift that she had for Bozoma, her
Yeah.
row that she bought her. Okay. Then they start talking about how are things going with PK, and I loved how Bozoma called the SHEIN version of Dorit.
That
I
was
thought that was great.
brilliant. That was
Yep.
brilliant.
Loved that. I
I
loved
loved it.
that.
Absolutely. Loved it.
Yeah.
That
I
was
was like, that's
brilliant.
great, right?
Mhm.
It's a great
Mhm.
line.
Yes, it absolutely was. And the fact that that's the day when she saw that picture that she said, I'm filing. So she filed
girl.
on that day. And I don't blame her.
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah.
blame
Mm-mm.
her.
Yeah, no.
And then they
All
start
that nonsense might be all fine and dandy for Kyle, but I think that's bullshit. Separation, whatever. Like if you're there, you're out there in public, you're there, that's where you are, then to me on the other end, I'm like, okay.
I think there's 2 reasons for that, and I agree with you. 1, her kids are a lot younger than Kyle's kids. She's got young kids, and let's face it, Dorit is physically, way out of PK's league. Like, Dorit's not
way
she's
out.
gonna be just fine.
Absolutely.
I believe that, and the second thing is, I think we can now all accept that Mo was a big, big cheater, pumpkin eater. Mo has just always been able to hide it, and now he's like, "Well, fuck it. I'm
I'm
separated.
not
And I
hiding
don't
it
have to hide
anymore.
it
Right.
anymore."
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm with you
I
on that
think,
one.
yeah, he must have had plenty of indiscretions throughout their marriage, which we heard about for years.
I think the difference is, though, that I think Kyle and Mo are still friends. They are. They have children and
I
that they
think
co-parent
she's
and they're still friends. PK and Dorit are not friends. They are not on good terms.
well, and the other difference is that Mo and Kyle have plenty of dough between the 2 of them.
100%. Right.
Both of them are going to be just fine.
Yes.
Clearly,
Yes.
PK and Dorit were facing some
Right.
financial struggles.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
once finances get involved, we're going to see a different side of everybody. But Kyle and
Absolutely.
Mo, it's like, be married, be divorced, be together, not. We're both fucking riding high on the,
The money
multi-million dollar
train. Yeah.
pony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the money train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I did like that when we saw after the scene with Dorit, when we saw Kyle in her house cooking for Sophia and Portia, who were still living there, and the other girls came over to talk about the wedding. They call out their father.
Yeah.
Listen, I think that they have a good working relationship for separated people, and I think it's fine. Like, they don't have
Yeah.
a problem with it. They
And the
handle
fact
their
that
affairs.
Yeah, and the fact that his daughter can text him and be like, "You're doing too much.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Stop." Like,
Yeah.
that's
Right.
great.
Right.
That's great.
Right.
And she is
Yeah,
not wrong.
No, she's not wrong. And listen, if they don't have a problem with it, I don't think anybody else should. Do you know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just saying that's where I look at it from.
no, I get it.
So
I get it.
I can really understand where Dorit's coming from because that's how I would be. I'd be like, "Psst, I'm out. I'm out. I'm not, you know what I mean? Obviously, we're not getting back together. So I'm done. I'm out. Get this where we need to get it for our kids and let's move the fuck on. Like, I could never do what Kyle's doing. I just couldn't. It's just not in me.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I think I could, to be quite honest with you. You know what I mean? Like,
No,
I'm
that's
pretty
what everybody
independent.
handles.
Yeah,
Everybody
I
handles
mean,
stuff different.
if I had that kind of money and my kids were in a place where they're at, you know what? I think I
think
probably
it does
could.
come down to I think for Mo and Kyle, it's probably easier for them to legally stay married because they didn't have anything when they got married. So all of this wealth, was produced during their marriage. So it's, but it was his business. And I think it's probably easier for them to stay legally married.
Listen, and I don't rule out that they might get back together at some point.
I totally agree with you.
So then, like if that may happen, then why bother splitting it up just to have to bring it back together again? You know what I mean?
And here's the thing, like, listen, they're going through something. They're both possibly seeing other people. We don't know if she's going to finally admit to that or not, or if she is, whatever. But the fact that that she's actually being honest about it, like compared to Meredith on Salt Lake City, who clearly there are things going on in your marriage that are not, orthodox or, normal.
Right.
I don't want to use the word normal because that's not the right term.
Traditional.
Right. But at least Kyle's being honest about it, for crying out loud.
Yes.
So
exactly.
I think they're doing a great job, Kyle and Mo, with their daughters,
do
with
too.
with everything.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that Kyle said that she's got 4 alpha daughters. Again, good for her. She's raising 4 strong daughters. I also like that we found out that I didn't know this, that Alexia, who's getting married to Jake, she's known him since the 3rd grade.
Yeah, that was
Like,
so sweet.
That is so sweet. And then when she pulled out the pictures of her wedding and Mo was only 25 when they got married, like it just, it shows you how long they've been together and how much they've been through.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see Rachel Zoe. She lives in Bel Air. I guess she must live right next door to Kathy Hilton because she also lives in Bel Air because I think she walked to her house, didn't she?
Yeah, I thought
don't
she did
remember
say
seeing
that.
that.
I think she did say that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And they've been friends for a long time, and she's going over there to help Kathy pick out some clothes she's going to a wedding in Rome. But I love how Kathy answers the door with her gold eye patches on, her under eye patches.
Absolutely.
Sure, why not?
Unapologetic Kathy.
And Rachel brings over this gorgeous Gucci bag that she never goes to Europe without. So I guess she's lending this bag to Kathy to take to Europe with her, which I thought, well, that's very nice.
Sure.
It's nice, Kathy seems a little forgetful when she's on vacation, though. I don't know if I would be loaning her such a valuable piece of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought the same
I
thing.
guess she's Kathy Hilton, and if she forgets it somewhere, she could just buy you a new one.
Yeah, but it's not made anymore. It's a vintage bag.
It was
She's gonna
a
have to
vintage
look
one.
all
saying,
over.
I don't know if I'd be sending Kathy Hilton anywhere with that bag.
Yeah.
Maybe she could put an air tag in it.
Maybe.
That's a good
that would be
idea.
good.
I'm hoping that they do that.
Yeah.
So then,
I never thought either way about Rachel Zoe. I was indifferent about her, but I liked her on this episode at least a lot.
I did too. What did you think, Lori?
We'll have to see. As the episode went on, I liked her a little bit more. In the beginning, I was like, oh, look at this bougie bitch. But we'll see.
I thought it was very interesting that she and her husband were married for so long before they had children.
Yeah.
I only knew that she was a stylist for famous people. That's all I ever knew. And I knew she had a show. I didn't watch it. And her husband was on it, and Brad Goreski. And then she and Brad had a falling out, which I need to find out more about. But that was interesting to me that they were married for so long before they had kids, or together.
Yeah,
for
that's
so
what I
long
was
before they
trying to
had kids.
figure out, like the math. Like how old, did they get married very young?
No.
Because I'm trying to figure out, for 18 years, and then her kids are 11, and trying to figure out what age she is. I was just trying to figure it out.
Well, she started, got her big break from, what'd she say, Tommy Hilfiger in
Yes.
early 2000s. So I mean, that was 25 years ago. She looks damn good. So she must have been pretty young. She had to be in her teens, I would imagine.
That's what I'm
How
thinking,
old
yeah.
could she possibly be?
Right,
Right.
that's what I was thinking. So maybe
Right.
they got together in their early 20s. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that it seemed to me like when she started talking about her history with her husband and her career is that that's really what they focused on was her
Right.
career, and he was there supporting her.
Mhm.
Although when they do cut to some of those scenes with him on the show, he was a little condescending
Intense.
and
Yeah.
not very kind in his words. And she seems to me to be very, very zen-like, like not crazy emotional, not,
Yeah.
I don't know. She seems to me to be very calm, which I kind of like, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. It would be interesting if any of our listeners watched her show back when it was on, if they could give us some insight as to what the dynamic was between she and her husband.
Yeah. Well, now she's got different media businesses. She's started a clothing line in 2011. She's got a lot of different brand extensions and licenses that she works on. I will say I have some things that are Rachel Zoe that I bought from Marshalls or TJ Maxx, and they're very good quality. I mean, I've heard people make fun of her for it being there, but who cares?
Yeah,
Who
hey, listen,
cares?
a sale is a sale is a sale.
Right. Who
Right.
cares?
Right. So her one son is 14 and her other son is 11, and she can't really start her summer until the kids go off to do their thing. And we find out the one is going to France for 2 weeks on a trip, and the other one's going to sleepaway camp. And they pretty much have like their whole summer planned out where the kids are going, which I think that's common because I know Crystal Minkoff has talked about it many times. Like she sends her kids off to
Yeah.
sleepaway camp. Like that's what they do in Beverly Hills. They go off to these, and the kids love it. Like they love
Yeah.
going to these camps. So it's not like it's a bad thing.
It does sound like her husband probably had cheated on her, correct?
Well, based on the fact that he's got a girlfriend that he's been with for a year and the kids met the woman or they knew about her 10 months ago. So when the producer asked her that question, she's like, well, you do the math. She's
Yeah.
not about to say it, but it is kind of obvious, I would think, right?
Yeah, I would think
Yes.
so.
Yeah. Then we see Erika goes over to Kyle's house and she's talking about she was performing in London, which we found that out at the end of the season last year that she was going over London to perform. And Kesha was there, Paris Hilton was there in London in this big, I guess it's a big kind of like festival that they do,
Mhm.
a music festival. But next, the two of them are going over to Sutton's house and Reba's there. So Kyle's met Reba before, but Erika has not. So they're talking about, what's going on with that.
Yeah, Reba's looking a little bougie now that she's in LA.
Reba looks good.
She's looking a little bougie.
Yeah. So we also find out when they get to Sutton's house that Sutton's son James is 18 and he's graduating from high school. So soon she's going to be an empty nester. Like that's her last one to go off to college. And Nick, the party planner, is there helping her. And this is the first we see that there's no Avi. Now, I heard Bros and Shows talking about this today. I didn't get a chance to look it up, but they said Avi was on a podcast and talked about what happened. Has anyone heard that? Does anyone know what
No.
happened?
No.
I had
Okay.
no idea about that, but I will listen to whatever podcast Avi is on.
Okay, so we're going to have to find it. They said it was the
Yeah.
podcast that do you remember Tom Sandoval and Ariana Sandoval had that one assistant that they were splitting?
Annie.
Is that her name? Well,
I
she
believe so.
started a podcast and he was on her podcast. So we will have to find that and find out what
Okay.
that story is all about because I want to know that story.
I'm
'Cause I
surprised
don't
he's
think
out there talking about it.
I am too because I would have thought that he's
There would have
got
been
a
an NDA.
non-disclosure.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
So we're going to have to
Interesting.
find that out. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's going to lose her child support now. I mean, not that she necessarily needs it, but I'm sure it's no joke. I'm sure it's no
Why?
joke.
Because he's going to college?
Because he's
Or
18, right? He's
I think
18.
it goes up. I mean, I think it can go up to. It
They
depends
graduate
on if they go
college?
to college. Yeah, it depends on if they go to college.
Okay.
Either way, she's going to be okay, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, $300,000 a month. If you can't survive on that,
You got a problem.
You have a big
That's her
fucking problem.
alimony, right? That's just her alimony.
That's her alimony, but that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, really, you need
Yeah.
child support on top of that? I mean,
Right.
I don't know. The whole thing with this guy, Christian. But honestly, I'm not excited that Sutton's on the show. I don't know why Sutton is on the show. It's annoying me that Sutton's on the show, quite honestly.
I'll be honest with you. I don't really have a problem with Sutton like you do, but I was very surprised that he got an annulment after they had been married.
That is some wacky ass shit, I'm telling you right now.
I didn't think you could get an annulment when you have children.
Yeah, like, where are you going with that?
17 years they were married. Listen, I've always known this, but now I know it for sure. It's all about the money with the Catholic Church.
100%.
You got enough money?
Absolutely.
You can get
Of
whatever you
course.
want.
Absolutely.
Bros and shows were like, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? The big deal is an annulment means you were never married. It nullifies it. It means you were never married. It's not just like you're divorced.
Right.
It is a big
deal.
If you are Catholic, it is a big deal. And
The
for her
only
not
reason
to even
this
know,
man, the only reason this man would want that is if he wants to marry someone else in the Catholic Church.
In the Catholic Church.
absolutely.
Because otherwise,
Absolutely.
what difference does it make?
It makes no difference.
Right.
Absolutely. It's not like
What
the Mormon church where
douchebag.
yeah. That totally shocked me. I was like,
But
what?
you're absolutely right. And listen, I'm Catholic, but you can write a check for a certain amount of money and probably get whatever you need.
Yep. And
Obviously. And
it's
that's what this guy's
disgusting.
doing.
It's
Disgusting.
absolutely disgusting because you know what? She was married to him for 17 years and she gave him 3 children. I mean, Reba said, well, what are they, bastards? Well, no. I mean, but still,
Well,
listen, it's a legitimate
they, though?
question.
Exactly.
I mean,
it's a legitimate question.
If you weren't married, if you were never married, then technically they are, but they were married.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's so stupid.
Like
It's a wild thing to do unless you want to marry someone else in the Catholic Church.
And
'Cause
why
there's
would
a
you
big
do that
book.
to your
You know,
kids?
there's a big book. Your
Right.
information's in the
That's-
book. My information's in the
Right.
book. When we made our first penance, communion, baptism. It's
Yeah.
all in the big book.
Yeah. But with enough money, you can just do an erasure in the big book, just erase away.
Yeah.
I always like to tell the story because my husband was raised Catholic and I'm Protestant. And the first time I took him to church with me, the collection plate came around and he was like, how do I put the money in there? There's no envelope. I'm like, you take out your wallet, whatever money you got, you fold it, you put it in the thing, and that's it. He goes, but how do they record it? I said,
How do they know it's from me? How do they know it's from me? Why do I get credit?
Exactly. How do I get the
don't.
credit?
No, they
Yep.
don't. It's what you can give. It's all good. He was just all freaked out about it. He was like, really? I'm like, really?
That's really funny.
It was hysterical. It was just funny. He was just very taken aback and just flummoxed and couldn't figure it out. And I was like, dude, whatever it is, it is. No one cares here. You can come next week. You could not come for 3 years, and then you could show up. No one cares.
They're just
No one
happy you
cares.
show up. They're just happy you're
Just
there.
happy you showed up. Just all good.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's funny though.
It is funny. And it's so funny that you just brought that up. So I know that this is a little off track, but I was watching the Heather Gay special about the secret. What is it called, Lori? Secret about the Mormon
I don't know, but
religion.
it's good. I like her show. I only watched the first one. I got to watch the next one.
It's very good. But one of the things that comes up is about the giving and the tithes. And in the Mormon church, this just blew me away. In the Mormon church, you are expected to give 10% of your income.
That's every church.
Well, that's every church.
No.
That's every church.
No, let me finish. Not only are you expected to give 10% of your income, you have to sit down in front of your pastor every year and say whether or not you gave 10%. And if you didn't, you need to answer for it. And I watched the pastor stand up there and preach that if you are struggling with putting food on your table or giving your 10% tithe, you are to give your 10% tithe. What? They want their money before you feed your family.
Before you feed your kids.
Before you feed your family.
Well, you can say what you
yes.
want about the Catholic Church, but they don't do that.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying about the 10%. Like, yeah, in theory, that's what it is. But no, that is what they expect.
So they are not fucking around with it.
They are not fucking around with it.
I'm surprised that they don't make it like you have to like attach your bank account before you can become a member.
You absolutely may. You may.
Just start doing automatic deductions. Yeah,
yes.
automatic
withdrawal. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was taken aback by that. I was like, my goodness, like that is insanity.
That's crazy.
So the girls go out and they have their little meal outside. And all of a sudden you see Kathy Hilton is like dicking around with her hat.
Well, she's looking at her with the
little string that's hanging off. Yeah.
She's looking at herself through the knife.
With the knife, right. So then she gets out scissors, and I'm thinking to myself, where the fuck did she get scissors? Did she have them in her pocketbook with the jeans?
Yes.
Like, where did she get scissors from?
Well, did you notice? I mean, I know this is at Sutton's house, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because we're not at Kyle's yet. I don't know if you noticed at Kyle's, but she had an assistant with her at Kyle's. Because that woman said, Kathy, would you like me to take your purse?
That's who moved her bag. Yes.
So I wonder
if
she just has an assistant with her at all times. Maybe the assistant.
I thought that assistant at Kyle's was Kyle's assistant.
That was somebody else.
No, that was somebody else.
Oh, okay. Well, this is probably a good thing. So maybe
I'm thinking Kathy just has like a handler with her at all times.
And
so
maybe
if
she had the
needs
scissors.
a pair of scissors, that person's going to either
get the scissors,
have it in her bag and provide it to Kathy right there, or she's going to go find the scissors.
Okay, gotcha.
I mean, come on. It's Kathy Hill, and she must have somebody just at her beck and call.
But I think this is a good idea.
No, I was laughing hysterical when she was doing that. I said to myself, only Kathy Hilton would be looking at herself through the knife, because that's where she saw whatever she saw on her hat, through the butter knife, and then grabbing the scissors. I was like, and then not does she do anything until Kyle says, you're going to cut your finger, Kathy. Nobody else, when Kathy does this stuff, nobody else even acknowledges her. They just let her about.
They just
Probably
let
used to it.
Listen, it has been made very clear to me that the whole thing that they're, first of all, and I sent something to Wendy. I should have sent it to both of you. I really hope Garcelle got paid for this episode. Because all they fucking talked about was Garcelle. And the fact that Sutton is saying she doesn't know what happened when all of America knows what happened. It is very clear that Sutton just wants to be friends with the Richards sisters. And she never once stuck up for Garcelle when it came to Kyle. And that is what happened. And we all know that. But so to go back to what you said, nobody else is even acknowledging that Kathy has this behavior. Sutton's not going to fucking say anything. Sutton's going to let Kathy be as crazy and outlandish as she wants to be. Sutton will never call Kathy out for doing anything other than being amazing.
There you go.
Because she's so desperate to be friends with the Richards sisters.
I think you're right.
I mean, she's very quirky. Kathy is quirky.
How about when
I have to admit she's grown on me, because I was not, I was not a Kathy Hilton fan at all.
I know.
She has really grown on me, though.
How about when Reba says she doesn't want to kiss PK? He's very unattractive.
That should become a sound bite.
Yeah, I like.
We should be hearing that over and over and over again this season. I really hope we do. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was a great scene. I love seeing them together. The next thing we see is Rachel's house, also in Bel Air. And she says the biggest stressor in her life is probably the two of them when they were working together, her and her soon-to-be ex, which I can only imagine. I mean, can you imagine working with your husband? I can't.
No.
Never in a million years. Never in a million years.
No.
I would never. We would never.
Yeah, no, we couldn't either. We definitely couldn't. And you could see that it's like, I feel like these are real emotions, because as she's talking about it, she's crying. This is a real thing. And I don't think that she is just like this emotional, crazy woman. Like I said, I think she's very kind of Zen-like and very practical and calming, right? That's what she's got now at her house, that he's not there. Like now she's got what
calm.
she is. Right.
Yeah, I think it seems like she didn't necessarily want this separation. It seems like he most likely did something to prompt this.
And, it was like, dang, when she said, You know, when she's saying this on air,
Yeah.
you know, how he spent time with his girlfriend instead of his kids. I was like,
Yeah.
"Ooh,
She did
ooh."
put a lot out there.
Yeah. I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she's talking to her son in the morning and she said, giving him his schedule. And he go, the day before camp, you're going to be with your father. And he said, all right, as long as I can spend the morning with you. You could see that, he wants to be with his mom. And she's like, yep,
Mhm.
you got that. And I love when she said to him, are there any girls that you like? He said, nah, the hormones haven't kicked in yet. I was like, oh
So
my
cute.
God,
Funny.
at 11. I love that. I love
So
Funny.
that.
cute. Yeah, I'm really happy she's on the show. I remember when rumors were swirling around about Tracy Tudor. I actually do still have hope that Tracy Tudor will be on the show because I really do like her too. But I think that this was a good choice. I really like Rachel, and I think that this might be healthy for her, especially if she's friendly with Kathy. Like if she is in a bad place after her separation, like this might be a really good thing for her.
Right, and
Yeah.
like we see later on, you know, maybe hopefully she'll also be a good thing for Dorit,
For sure. You know,
Yes. Yes.
for sure.
And then her 11-year-old son asked her if she wants to know the quote of the day. And she's like, yeah. And he said, well, real love isn't easy and easy love isn't real. I was like, well, that is the quote of the day. Like,
That
I
is a
don't know
great
where this
quote.
kid's getting this from, but I'm
I
in love
know.
with this 11-year-old.
What'd she say? She was like, "You're like an 80-year-old to him?" Or a
40. You're like a
40-year-old?
40-year-old.
40-year-old. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. The next we see, Erika meets up with Bozoma for dinner.
Ooh,
I
Yeah.
can't believe Tom only got 7 years, but I guess he's so old that,
he's
like,
so fucking
That's a
old.
that
life
He might
sentence.
not
yeah,
even
even
last,
make
yeah.
that long, yeah.
I can't believe what
Yeah.
Erika said about Sutton, though.
What
When
about
Bo
Sutton?
said, "Will the real Slim Sutton please stand
Oh,
up?" and
real,
Erika
you mean
said,
Said
"I
box?
wouldn't use
Boxy.
Slim, I would use Box." I was like, "Oh,
Very shady, yeah, yeah.
That was funny, though. It was funny.
listen, I'm not a big Sutton fan, so I thought it was very funny."
Yeah, that was
It was
funny.
funny. And then the headline boasted, I saw those headlines about you that she was with a much younger Bravo celebrity.
I vaguely remember, but I can't remember who it was.
I don't know who it was, unless it was Jesse Solomon, maybe?
I think that's exactly who it was. I do
Because
think it was Jesse
it was
Solomon.
in New York. I don't know. I
It
think
wasn't
maybe.
Carl, right?
No, it
No,
definitely
I think it was
Carl.
Jesse. I think you're
I mean,
absolutely right.
I think maybe Jesse Solomon, but I don't
Yes.
exactly remember. But no.
Yeah, it was like I vaguely remembered it, but I was like, "Shit, who are they?" At first, I thought Joe Bradley, but I was like, "Oh no, no, that was Luann."
Yeah, 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 yeah. And not for nothing, but Erica's a tough one. Like she's like Carl could not handle Erika. Joe Bradley could not no, like Jesse Solomon, I think is the only one that I think could actually
I
handle
don't even know if he
Erika.
could. I don't even know if
Yeah,
he could.
well, this is true. So they just wanted to get on the same page because I guess they haven't seen each other all summer because Erica was in London, right? And then they're going to be going to Kyle's house and they haven't talked to all the girls. And when they get to Kyle's house, we meet her new personal assistant and her friend, Jen, because she didn't have that personal assistant before. I mean,
No,
she's
I think
always
it's
had a
just a
personal
good
assistant.
friend of hers, yeah, who's just
Right.
now she
But,
probably
you
just
know
wanted to get her on the show.
she's talking about the party, and it just feels like she's talking about, like, a 12-year-old's birthday party. Like, "Oh, we need
The
activities so
activities. I
the
thought the
girls
same
don't get
thing.
catty." I was like, "Oh
Yeah,
my god."
I thought that was very interesting where she was like, "You used to just be able to have people over to hang out, and now you have to have activities." Listen, I know I'm different. I'm that person, and this is just my personal opinion. I don't wanna play a game at a baby shower. I don't wanna play baby bingo. I don't even wanna watch you open your gifts, quite honestly. I'm
Right.
very
Me neither. I'm the
happy
same
to
way.
that's just me. So I don't know how I would feel if I went to a party. I mean, they were kinda cute activities though, making the flower halo
Oh, yeah,
and, you
very
know,
cute, but I'm just
but
saying it was just very reminiscent of a 12-year-old girl's birthday party. I was like, "Okay, I don't think we really
yeah,
need, like, arts and crafts and games and shit so that everybody will behave." Like, what are you doing? It's goofy.
right. Like you can't just invite me over and just let's just kick it and have some champagne and
Yeah, right.
like, okay. This is Beverly Hills, I guess.
Alright, so
I thought the same thing.
2 things. I loved Sutton's dress. And Rachel's dress, to me, was absolutely to die for. That's me, 1,000,000,000% her dress. I was like, I want it.
Yeah. That's her look.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it.
I mean,
That
she's
is
a
her look.
tiny, tiny person, Rachel. She's a tiny person.
Well, I just
So-
need the size large, and I'm good. Size large dress, and I'm good.
As soon as we get to the party, I'm like, great, here we go. It's the morally corrupt Faye Resnick.
So funny. They didn't even know who. They thought that was Dorit. And her, like,
They thought her
Yeah,
friend
they
was
thought her
Dorit.
friend.
They,
They all did.
yeah. They
Yeah.
knew who Faye
I'm
was,
like,
but yeah, they.
How could they not know who that
Afar,
was?
She kind of did look like Dorit.
I think, honestly, too, it was that the sun was in their eyes.
Yeah.
Did you notice that? Like, they're coming at them and the sun is in their eyes and it's kind of hard for them to see. I thought, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, this is so funny. It just reminds me of when Kathy thought Garcelle was Kyle.
That's so funny.
Funny.
It's so funny. So then when Dorit gets there, they tell her that we just thought somebody else was you. And I was like, you didn't have to tell her.
Right. You
Right?
didn't have to tell her that.
Right. Kyle is still not drinking alcohol. I mean, listen, she looks amazing. So that's probably motivation enough for her to be like, I don't need it. I
Right.
don't need it.
Right. Right. And if she feels good, then good for her.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
I did think it was a little shady how Dorit asked her, though.
It was shady.
Like,
yeah, she said, "Are you coming back over to the dark side?"
Dark side. Yeah. Is
Right.
that non-alcoholic or are you coming to the dark side?
Especially after last year with the whole Sutton drinking comments. I was just like, really, Dorit?
Yeah.
You already know this doesn't end well, so why?
Yeah,
you doing it?
yeah.
I also thought it was a little odd that Keely and Lael were there because, and was it her mom? Who was that other
and her
woman?
aunt.
Her
Her
aunt.
Oh, it was her
She brought a
aunt.
whole
I was like,
entourage.
why are all these people here?
Yeah,
I
I
know.
thought that was odd too. I was like, what's going on? But
It was
whatever.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I thought that was a little strange. I didn't know it was their aunt. I was like, who's this other lady there with them?
Mm-hmm.
So
it was
then,
really sorry. I thought it was really nice when Rachel Zoe said to the table and basically to Dorit that kids want parents that love them, not parents that don't love each other.
That's right.
no,
I
that's
thought that
so
was
true.
right. I thought that was really good.
That's very true. I thought it was also
Yeah.
shady of Dorit when Sutton walked up and Dorit immediately said, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear about the annulment. Kyle and Erika were just filling us in." I'm like,
Yeah, no,
first
that's
of all,
not
you
something
guys
you bring
are
up at a party.
you guys are
you're
not on good terms. You haven't seen
Right.
her in how long, and this is how you come. Like, this is how you come at her.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
It
not
was
good.
so aggressive. I thought,
Yeah, not good.
and even when Sutton reached out her hand to shake it, you know,
Yeah, it was all
she wouldn't
weird.
accept it. She wouldn't accept it.
Yeah,
I'm
that
like,
was weird.
Yeah,
this, like,
stop.
Dorit is not being kind. She really wasn't.
Yeah, you know what though? I kind of don't blame her. When they flashed back to the reunion, the things that Sutton had said about Dorit, fuck her. Like the whole plastic surgery, like anybody could be pretty with all that plastic surgery. That's terrible, you know?
Right.
So I kind of don't blame Dorit, I'll be honest with you.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
But again, I'm not a big fan of Sutton, so
Yeah,
I know you're not. So then Bozoma brings up that, we haven't talked and, I don't know what happened with you and Garcelle and Avi. And now I hear you're an empty nester. And Sutton's just, yeah, no, it was very rough. I don't know what happened with Garcelle. And I'm just like,
Really?
the hell you don't. It's so ridiculous.
And Kyle said,
Again,
yeah, it's a
I hope
mystery.
Garcelle got some. Yeah, really, Kyle. Come on.
I don't know. I don't know. I thought that was strange.
And how about when Kyle said Sutton was a different person when Garcelle was around? She wants her to be consistent because she was different because Garcelle was trying to hold Kyle accountable for things. And Sutton would just sit there quiet and not say anything to not piss
Right.
Kyle off.
Right.
That was the difference.
Right. And so actually probably what the truth is Sutton was probably more herself with Garcelle.
Right. That's
And
what I think.
And what Kyle thinks is the real Sutton is Sutton trying to hold her spot with Kyle.
Kissing her ass. 100%. I totally agree with you. I think she was more herself when she was with Garcelle.
How about when Bozoma said, is there anybody left in Hollywood that Mo has not tried to get with?
That was so funny.
Yeah.
That was
That's
great.
perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that Rachel Zoe had a podcast either, because that
Me neither.
Bose was on her podcast. I'm gonna have to check that one out too and see what she
Mhm.
talks about.
Yeah.
And that's when they all sit down on the pillows and that Kathy's assistant takes her bag. And then but before she pulls the jeans out of her bag, I have to admit that was the strangest thing I've seen from her in a while, because
Hysterical.
well, I bought these for Kyle. Okay. We're gonna take them out now.
Funny.
It's just so funny. So funny.
And then Rachel says, if we have a party at my house, it's gonna have to be more like a boyish party, like dinosaurs and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's when she said, about the kids and the parents loving each other instead of, the kids want their parents to love them.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then they ask Dorit if the kids know yet about her being separated. And she says yes, but Bose seems surprised and Kyle seems surprised, because I don't really think that they do know at this point. Like, I think she just said yes. I mean, it's not like she sat down and talked to them.
No, she said Jagger makes comments.
Right.
And he knows that they're not together. But, PK has always traveled a lot. So he, 3 weeks out of the month, he wasn't there anyway. Or something crazy like that.
Right.
So,
So to them, it's not that much different.
no. So she might as well just sit them down and tell them.
Right.
I mean, it's really not going to impact their everyday life.
No, it's not. And I agree,
Because of the
especially when she
situation.
filed. I mean, I could understand before she filed because she wasn't sure. But as soon as she filed, that would have been the time to have the sit down and let them know.
Right.
I would think.
Yeah.
And then she also throws out another shady comment to Kyle when they ask her about, the pictures of PK. And she has to say, well, to be honest, I think it's because he saw Mo.
No.
He saw Mo having a good time and wanted a piece of the action.
Yeah.
How about what Erika said, though? She said PK is a world-class partier. Mo's in, kindergarten compared to that. I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah.
And I don't find that surprising at all.
No.
No, I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
By the way, I know we all saw that cringy photo spread Mo did. I don't even know what he did it for, but ew. Fucking ew.
I didn't see
But
it.
have you seen the video? He partnered with
In some store? In some store and
yes.
he's dancing? That was ew,
and
too.
he's dancing up
Was
on
it-
the thing.
On a little podium. I was like, no.
What a midlife
No.
crisis this guy is
No.
having.
No.
I'm
Don't
sure
dance.
his girls are all over it. I'm sure they're all over.
Don't
knocking him
dance in
down.
don't dance in a store.
No, don't dance in a
Don't ever-
store.
Don't ever dance in a store. I don't
Yeah.
care what the premise is. I don't care what DJ is there. I don't care what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, don't
Never,
do it.
ever dance at a store.
It was
didn't see it.
awful.
You don't
You
know
will.
what store? Okay.
No.
I saw the
You
I saw the
will.
photos. I saw the photos.
I didn't see the photos.
Okay.
Oh.
And listen, I think that Kyle took it well when she said that about Mo. I think Kyle's like, okay, that could
Yeah.
have went. Because
What's
if
she
it
gonna
was the
say at
other
this
way
point?
around, I know, but if it was the other way around, Dorit would have been all bent out of shape.
For
Almost
sure.
Because
definitely.
Dorit is bent out of shape with Kyle.
Yes.
She's still bent out of shape with Kyle. She doesn't feel like Kyle's doing enough for her. But what is it Kyle's supposed to do for her? I really don't get what she wants from her.
I don't know, but how about, do you guys remember, because I couldn't, when somebody asked Kyle, are you still in communication with PK? She said no, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
But
So it's
then-
very
No.
interesting that we're going to see Dorit sit down with Mo.
Right.
She said no, but then somebody asked her something else, and it wasn't clear. It
I
wasn't.
totally agree with you.
There was something
Exactly.
weird. There was something like
That's why
Like,
I was like, did she say no? Like,
she
was that what her
did.
answer was?
she did, but then she kind of backtracked with the next question. So
Yeah,
it left me with the impression that, yeah, you do.
exactly. Okay.
I
All right. I'm glad
heard
it
her
wasn't clear
say-
to you, too.
say no, but I've heard her on other interviews or other places say that when it came out last year and she told Mo about it, Mo told PK that, you're not going to be able to send these memes back and forth with Kyle because it's a big problem. And PK thought it was dumb, but agreed to it, and that they hadn't been doing that anymore. Like, she has said that. I don't know, though. I don't know. And I do agree that, like you said, it's weird that she sits down with Mo.
Yeah.
Right? And like
Yeah.
I said, whatever, like the shade she throws at Kyle, if Kyle threw that back at her, it would not be okay. And she's holding Kyle to some standard that she expects her to do something for her when she hasn't done, I don't feel like she's done anything for Kyle.
Right. Right. Like, even the fact that she was like, she texted me 4 days later. Like,
okay.
Maybe that's what she found out. Like, just because you filed doesn't mean
Right.
Kyle knew about it unless you
Right.
called her and told her.
Right. Right. I don't know. So that's when Rachel said, like, let's make this a hot girl summer. That's when it came out at that party. And it was so funny because Kyle's like, I don't even know what a hot girl summer is. And Erika said, well, my idea of a hot girl summer is not with these chicks.
Right. Right. I'll tell you what, she looks great, but Erika's starting to get that Ozempic face. She's got to slow down on it. She has got to slow down on the medicine.
What is the Ozempic face?
She's getting that withdrawn, gaunt, super thin. It's not, she looks different. She looks different to me. Unless she had something done to her face.
Yeah, who
She
knows?
just looks different to me.
I'll have to
Like
look at her from last year.
A little too sharp.
Too sharp.
A little
too
too
sharp.
sharp
Her
in the
features are
face.
too sharp.
Too sharp. I
Everything's
know what you're talking about. Too sharp. Yeah. I
Okay.
gotcha. So I
mean,
can't
clearly I'm the picture of beauty here.
myself also.
Coming off of a week of a virus, no makeup, and
Yeah.
you know.
So I can't wait to see who Kathy Hilton is talking about when she says for the upcoming episode, she says, read the room and know your place. I'm very curious.
I think it's to the new girl who we have not met yet.
So do
There's
I.
another new girl coming on, and she apparently
too.
is not very forthcoming. I think she's what was that? Diana 2.0, and I think she's going to be a real problem with everybody
She
because I
thinks
think
she's
Rachel yeah, I think Rachel seems to get along with everybody from what we saw during filming.
Yes, I think so too. So on Watch What Happens Live that night, Kyle was on, along with Congressman Robert Garcia from California, which I thought, well, this is the oddest combination I have ever seen. But
For sure.
apparently he's a huge Housewives fan. And
That's
not
so
only
funny.
is he a huge Housewife fan, he quoted Heather Gay
Yes.
in January 2024 in a congressional hearing. He did receipts, proof, timeline, everything we need. I was like, wait, what?
I mean, who is taking this guy seriously politically now?
I don't know, but listen, you really do need receipts, proof, and timelines. Maybe we could use a little more of receipts, proof, and timelines.
Well, that's true. You're
Okay?
absolutely right. You're right.
Maybe
Good
there's
point.
that. Maybe there's that.
Yeah, well, I thought that was an interesting fun fact. And the fact that Kyle is now officially the longest consecutive running housewife on all franchises.
And did Andy say, because I only saw bits and pieces of this, did Andy say that Erika Jayne has now been on the show longer than LVP was?
Yes, he did. Yes, he
Very
did.
interesting. That's
Yep.
very interesting.
Erika's been on longer. Yep. And he also asked Kyle what she thought of all the photo shoots that Mo was doing. She didn't really say, but she did say, like, she's, it's a bit much, like, not what she's used to with him, which I get. I also thought it was interesting that she also said, again, she doubled down on Watch What Happens Live, that she does believe that Sutton doesn't know what happened with Garcelle.
Ridiculous. She
Yeah, I
needs
was
to
like,
stop.
That's
They sound ridiculous. We all know what happened. We saw it.
The bartender
Rewatch the season. You'll see it for yourself.
I know. The bartender that night was Justin Sylvester. Justin Sylvester was Kyle's personal assistant for 16. He's known her for 16 years. Before she started on Real Housewives, he was her personal assistant.
I wanted to bring this up to you. Remember I said I have a problem with that guy Karamo because I thought something happened between he and Kat Sadler on the E! channel?
Yes.
I think it was that guy Justin Sylvester and not Karamo. Because as I was watching it, I'm like, why does this guy look so familiar to me? And then I Googled him and he was on E. I think it was him that was so rude to her in that one. Yeah. Anyway, sidebar.
Okay. Yeah.
So, Karamo, I apologize. We have no beef now.
Okay. And then
Very
an
good.
audience member asked Kyle what advice she would give to season 1 Kyle about relationships, about love and marriage, which I thought was a very interesting question. And
Very heavy
Kyle's
question, though.
said, and she took it, she thought about it and she said, you know what? Pay attention to your relationship more and tune out all the noise. I thought I thought that was a good answer. I thought that she really reflected on it. She admitted, like Andy said, like, did you have problems because of like all the rumors and stuff? She's like, well, yeah, I'd get mad about it and I would yell at Mo and he'd say, like, why are you getting mad at me? It didn't happen. And I do think that when you're in the public eye and there's a lot going on, that you do need to actually pay extra attention to your marriage. And I think I think she handled it fine with her answer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm excited for Beverly Hills. I'm glad it's back.
Me too. I didn't think it was going to be that great. I enjoyed the first episode and I really think it's going to be a good season.
I do too.
We shall see.
Okay. So anything else?
The only other thing I wanted to bring up, and I know we're approaching the hour mark, was, listen, I don't know what I believe anymore on social media with AI. Like, we've had this conversation. But apparently Sierra from Summer House has come out and accused the cast of Southern Charm of starting a witch hunt on Vanita. Bullshit. This is not a witch hunt. If anything, the Summer House cast is starting a witch hunt on Craig, and they need to get the fuck over it. But I stand with Craig on the whole Vanita thing. She should not have commented on his relationship. She should have kept her mouth closed. And he never said he wasn't going to film with her. He just said she's not a friend of mine. And that's okay. That's the only thing I want to say. But I don't know if Sierra really said this because of AI.
Right. Well, you never know nothing
I tend to
anymore.
think she did, though. I tend to think she did. But I'll tell you what, I'm not watching Summer House because I have no interest in any one person on that show now. So
I'm okay
I don't
with
think
that.
I'll be watching it.
I don't think I'm going to be watching Summer House either. I am watching Southern Charm like you are.
Me too. Yep.
So far, Madison is my favorite, just like she's been for the last couple of years.
Totally
And
agree.
I recorded the new VPR, but I did not watch it yet. And I don't know that I'm going to watch it either
I
because
don't think I could do
what
it.
I've seen, it looks horrible. It looks horrible. So
Well, it seems like overproduced. It's like, and I don't know if it was Kristen Doty who said this, but she was like, the difference is that, or maybe Katie Maloney said this, but the first Vanderpump Rules, like, we really were friends all working at a restaurant together, dating each other. Like, that was our real life. These new people don't know each other. They were cast to be on a show, and they're all just going to do all the things to be the breakout star. So it's not going to be good. It's not going to be authentic, or it's going to be like a scripted show. So if that's what you're into, okay, but it's not going to be a good remake of the original.
I agree. But I will continue to watch The Valley because they really are friends and they have been friends for a long time and it's real.
Yep.
And Jax is gone, so there's that too.
Exactly. Bonus.
So until next time, thank you for watching and listening. Please give us 5-star reviews and share this with your friends. Bye.
Bye.